It has razor-sharp teeth and a bite force strong enough to crush bones. Beneath the surface of muddy rivers and swamps, it glides with terrifying stealth. This apex predator hasn't changed much in over 200 million years. But today, it's no longer just a symbol of primal power. It's a global icon of luxury. Every year, the crocodile industry generates up to $9 billion worldwide. That's not just from meat, but from one of the most prized materials in fashion, crocodile leather. High-end handbags, belts, shoes, sold for thousands of dollars each, all start with this powerful reptile. But how does a wild, dangerous animal become the face of elegance? What happens from the moment an egg is laid to the instant it turns into something you'd find in a boutique or a gourmet restaurant? And what are the ethical questions behind this billion-dollar transformation? In today's video, we're uncovering the life cycle of farm crocodiles, from incubation, feeding, and selection to processing and profit. You'll see the careful balance between industry and nature, and the hidden truths behind exotic luxury. Stay with us. This is more than a documentary. It's a journey into a world few dare to see. In the wild, crocodiles bury their eggs under mounds of sand to protect them from predators and maintain heat. In farming environments, that instinct is replicated with precision. Farmers prepare large nesting zones with thick, warm layers of sand to mimic natural conditions and trigger egg-laying behavior in female crocodiles. When the eggs are laid, each one is handled with care. They are gently removed and marked to maintain their original orientation. Rotating a crocodile egg can harm the embryo inside. From there, they're transferred to incubators in temperature-controlled hatchery rooms, where every condition is carefully monitored. Here, temperature isn't just about life or death. It can also determine the sex of the hatchlings. Lower temperatures tend to produce females, while higher ones produce males. That's why maintaining a consistent range, typically between 29 to 34 degrees Celsius, is crucial. Humidity is also kept high to prevent the shells from drying out. The incubation period lasts anywhere from 65 to 90 days. Toward the end, farmers begin to listen closely. If they hear soft squeaking or tapping sounds, it means the baby crocodiles are ready to break free. Once hatched, they're no bigger than a human hand but already possess the instincts of a predator. They're immediately transferred to rearing tanks filled with clean, warm water and a soft substrate to avoid injury. Lighting is kept low to reduce stress. This phase is delicate. Baby crocodiles are highly sensitive to temperature, water quality, and overcrowding. Farms must ensure round-the-clock care to avoid disease outbreaks and reduce early mortality. Each one that survives is a future asset, whether for breeding, meat, or leather. The stronger they grow, the more valuable they become. After hatching, the young crocodiles begin a journey that lasts several months. In the first weeks of life, their survival hinges on careful management. These aren't wild swamps. They're controlled environments designed to raise crocodiles efficiently and safely. Inside rearing tanks, crocodiles are grouped by age and size to avoid conflict. Crocodiles are naturally aggressive, and if placed in mixed groups, larger ones may attack or even eat smaller ones. To prevent this, farms regularly sort the animals and provide enough space for each group. Feeding is also closely monitored. Young crocodiles are fed small portions of protein-rich meals, usually a blend of fish, poultry, or organ meats. Overfeeding or underfeeding can cause stress, illness, or stunted growth, so the balance must be just right. In most farms, crocodiles are fed once or twice daily, depending on age and size. Water is critical. It must be clean, warm, and oxygenated. Dirty or stagnant water can quickly spread disease. For this reason, tanks are drained and cleaned regularly, and water filtration is part of the daily routine. Many farms also install shade covers to shield the crocodiles from extreme heat, which helps reduce stress and support steady growth. As the crocodiles grow, their needs increase. More space is needed, more food, more care. Some farms raise them in open enclosures or large ponds once they reach a certain size, giving them room to move and develop muscle mass, which improves skin quality. By 6 months, a healthy crocodile can grow over half a meter in length. By 1 year, many reach a full meter or more. Their bodies begin to develop the thick, armored skin that makes them so valuable in the leather market. At this stage, farmers begin planning. Which crocodiles will be kept for breeding? Which will be selected for processing? Every decision has a cost and a potential reward. After months of controlled growth, the time comes to make a decision. Every crocodile raised on a farm faces one of two paths: reproduction or processing. Those selected for breeding are typically the strongest, healthiest specimens. They're moved into separate enclosures, where they'll play a key role in sustaining the farm's operations for years to come. Their genetic traits, size, temperament, skin quality, are considered carefully to optimize future generations. The rest, often the majority, are prepared for processing. The transition from animal to commodity begins with strict handling protocols. Adult crocodiles are transported to professional facilities designed to ensure safety for both workers and animals. Trained handlers oversee the process, using methods that aim to minimize stress and injury. Efficiency is critical, but so is quality. Processing starts with the skin. It's the most valuable part of the animal, especially the soft, unblemished underbelly. Removing it requires precision. A single cut in the wrong place can drastically reduce its market value. After skinning, the hides are treated, salted, and sent to tanneries, where they're transformed into leather ready for the fashion world. Meanwhile, attention turns to the meat. Crocodile meat is lean, high in protein, and low in fat, considered a delicacy in many countries. It's especially popular in Southeast Asia, Australia, and parts of Africa. The animal is butchered into distinct cuts: the tail, which is tender and fine-textured, the back, which is firmer, and the legs, which are ideal for soups and slow-cooked dishes. Each piece is inspected, cleaned, and chilled quickly to preserve freshness. In high-volume farms, automated systems may assist in cutting and sorting, but manual inspection is often essential to ensure quality. Meat is vacuum-sealed, labeled by weight and origin, and stored in cold rooms before shipment. Even the byproducts have value. Bones are ground into fertilizer. Fat can be rendered into oils or soaps. Internal organs may be used for specialty dishes or pet food. Almost nothing goes to waste. From raw predator to refined product, the crocodile's journey is both remarkable and unsettling. It's a transformation shaped by centuries of human demand for exotic meat, luxury goods, and status. But with growing concerns about animal welfare and sustainability, this value chain is under increasing scrutiny. Should fashion justify the farming of such an ancient and powerful creature? In the end, the market speaks, and it's speaking louder every year. The final destination for most crocodile skins isn't a butcher shop, it's a boutique. Luxury brands around the world compete fiercely for high-quality crocodile leather. A single handbag made from flawless skin can sell for over $40,000. Wallets, belts, shoes. Each item is marketed as a symbol of status, exclusivity, and craftsmanship. And that exclusivity is what keeps prices high. But behind the prestige lies a growing ethical debate. Animal rights organizations argue that farming crocodiles for fashion is cruel and unnecessary. They question whether killing a wild animal, no matter how controlled the process, for a purse or pair of boots can ever be justified. Some groups have even launched global campaigns, urging consumers to boycott brands that use exotic leathers. Environmentalists add another layer of concern. In past decades, unregulated hunting led to sharp population declines in some species. While many farms today operate under licenses and follow international conservation guidelines, critics still question the broader impact of commodifying a wild predator. In response, some fashion houses have pledged to stop using exotic skins altogether. Others have doubled down, touting improved animal welfare, full supply chain transparency, and ethical sourcing certifications. They argue that responsible farming can reduce poaching and support species preservation. Still, the tension between profit and preservation is very real. For the industry, crocodile leather represents craftsmanship, history, and economic opportunity. For opponents, it reflects an outdated model of luxury built on suffering and ecological risk. Consumers now face a growing dilemma: support a heritage industry with controlled practices, or reject it in favor of cruelty-free materials like plant-based leathers and synthetics. As public awareness increases, so does the pressure on brands to evolve and on consumers to make informed choices. Because in the age of conscious consumption, every luxury has a cost, and not all of them are visible on the price tag. From ancient swamps to modern fashion runways, the journey of the crocodile is anything but ordinary. It's a story of survival, science, profit, and debate. Crocodile farming raises valid questions about ethics, conservation, and consumption. Are we preserving a species or exploiting it? Is luxury worth the cost of a life? Now, we turn the question to you. What's your take on crocodile farming? Ethical enterprise or unnecessary cruelty? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join us for more documentaries that reveal the world behind the world you know. What if I told you that the golden honey in your kitchen has been on a journey more complex than most people ever imagine? Every spoonful you taste is the result of thousands of tiny winged workers, cutting-edge machines, and the delicate process that balances tradition with innovation. But how does raw nectar from buzzing bees become the flawless liquid gold we find on store shelves? Why are honeycombs so perfectly shaped? How do factories extract every last drop without wasting a single ounce? And here's a sweet surprise. Honey doesn't just taste good. It's packed with natural enzymes and antioxidants that can literally change how your body digests food. It can soothe sore throats, fuel your energy, and even support your immune system. In today's video, we'll reveal the full process of honey production inside modern factories, from hive to bottle. You'll witness how humans and machines work together in perfect harmony to extract, spin, purify, and package this ancient superfood at industrial scale. We'll uncover secrets behind efficiency, hygiene, and even how technology ensures quality in every jar. Trust me, you've never seen honey like this before. Ready to discover the secret behind every golden drop? Let's dive straight into the world of honey harvesting like you've never seen it before. The journey begins in the fields, where thousands of bees dance from flower to flower, collecting sweet nectar using their straw-like tongues. This nectar is stored in a special honey stomach. Yes, bees actually have two stomachs, just for transporting nectar. Inside the hive, a fascinating transformation begins. The bees pass the nectar to one another, mixing it with enzymes and slowly turning it into honey. They then deposit it into hexagonal wax cells and fan it with their wings to remove moisture, creating thick, golden perfection. Now, imagine collecting that precious liquid from tens of thousands of bees. Before any honey reaches the factory, beekeepers suit up in protective gear: gloves, helmets, full-body suits. Why? Because harvesting honey means opening a living, buzzing fortress. Every movement matters. They use smoke to gently calm the bees. This technique disrupts the bees' alarm signals, making them less aggressive and easier to work around. It's a respectful way to avoid chaos while preserving the colony's structure and health. Next comes the hive tool, a flat, crowbar-like instrument, to separate the frames inside the hive. With slow, careful movements, beekeepers lift each frame and use a soft bee brush to move the bees aside without harm. Each frame, now buzzing free, is full of capped honeycombs, wax-sealed storage units filled with thick, nutritious honey. It's nature's perfect packaging. Once the frames are cleared, they are carefully loaded into sanitized boxes and labeled. These boxes are then transported with care to the honey factory. There, industrial expertise meets ancient wisdom. The next step: unlocking the honey sealed inside each comb using powerful but precise machines. And trust me, you'll want to see how they extract every golden drop with zero waste and full respect for nature's masterpiece. Once inside the factory, the real magic begins. Each wooden frame is loaded into a specialized machine designed for one precise task: uncapping the honeycombs. This is called desoperculado, and it's the process of removing the wax layer that seals the honey inside each cell. Sharp heated blades glide smoothly across both sides of the frame, slicing away the wax caps without damaging the structure of the comb. The removed wax is collected and later reused, often to make candles, balms, or more beekeeping materials. Nothing goes to waste here. Now the frames, freshly uncapped, are ready for the centrifugal extractor, a giant spinning machine that mimics what bees do in nature, but at industrial scale. Each frame is placed inside the extractor, which then spins at high speed. The centrifugal force pulls the honey out of the cells and throws it against the drum walls, where it flows down and gets collected at the bottom into warm, sticky streams of amber gold. It's mesmerizing to watch. Thick, golden rivers flowing from every frame, pure and untouched. Even here, the process respects the integrity of the combs. Most frames remain intact after spinning, and can be returned to the hives for reuse by the bees, saving them energy and time. This method is not only efficient, it's sustainable and economically smart. All the extracted honey is collected into large stainless steel tanks, where it rests for a short time to allow air bubbles, bits of wax, and other particles to rise to the surface. But we're still just getting started. This honey might look ready, but there's still more to be done before it lands on your toast. Next, the filtration and purification that transform raw honey into liquid perfection. Now that the honey has been extracted, it enters one of the most delicate phases: filtration and purification. While the honey looks golden and smooth, it still contains traces of wax, pollen, and tiny hive particles. That's where the filtration process comes in. First, the honey flows through a series of fine mesh filters designed to trap impurities without removing its natural nutrients and enzymes. Each stage uses finer filters, gradually polishing the honey to its purest form. Temperature control is critical. Heating the honey slightly, never too much, helps it pass smoothly through the filters, preserving its natural benefits. After filtering, the honey rests again in stainless steel tanks. Any air bubbles or remaining particles rise to the surface and are gently skimmed off. This step ensures a glossy, crystal clear finish. Each batch is monitored for consistency, color, and texture using digital sensors and human quality checks. These high standards ensure only premium honey moves forward. At this stage, the honey is clean, thick, and visually flawless. But it's still not finished. How do you get such a sticky, golden liquid into jars without a mess or waste? In the next phase, we head to the bottling line, where automation meets precision. Now comes one of the most satisfying parts of the journey: bottling the honey. Once the honey is filtered and quality checked, it's transferred into large holding tanks positioned above automated filling lines. These tanks maintain the honey at just the right temperature for a smooth and continuous flow. Clean and sterilized jars arrive on a moving conveyor belt, carefully aligned under each filling nozzle. The nozzles are calibrated to release precise amounts of honey, ensuring every jar is filled equally with minimal waste or mess. Watching the jars fill is truly mesmerizing. Golden streams of honey cascading into each container with mechanical precision. The system constantly monitors flow rate and viscosity to guarantee a flawless, even fill every time. Once filled, the jars move down the line where lids are applied using mechanical torque systems. Each lid is twisted tightly into place, ensuring a secure, leak-proof seal that protects the honey's freshness and shelf life. Next, each jar is labeled with all essential details: nutritional information, expiration date, batch code, and branding. Automated sensors verify label placement and clarity to avoid errors. From there, the jars are grouped, boxed, shrink-wrapped, and prepared for distribution. Protective packaging ensures that each product arrives safely on store shelves, maintaining its integrity from factory to kitchen. Throughout the entire process, hygiene is strictly maintained. Machines are regularly sanitized, and the honey is never exposed to open air or direct human contact, preserving its purity from start to finish. This automated setup allows thousands of jars to be filled, sealed, and packed per hour, maximizing both efficiency and food safety. So, the next time you open a honey jar, know there's an entire system behind that satisfying twist. Up next, the surprising health benefits and ancient secrets hidden in this golden delight. Honey isn't just sweet, it's smart. Packed with antioxidants, enzymes, and antibacterial compounds, honey has been used for centuries as both food and medicine. A spoonful before meals can soothe your stomach, boost digestion, and even help fight infections. And here's a wild fact: properly stored honey never expires. Archaeologists have found edible honey in ancient Egyptian tombs, still perfectly preserved after thousands of years. Some varieties even change flavor and color depending on the flowers the bees visit. From energy booster to natural wound healer, this golden liquid is one of nature's most powerful and delicious creations. From buzzing fields to sterile factories, every drop of honey is the result of precision, patience, and a perfect partnership between nature and technology. We've seen how bees collect nectar with astonishing teamwork, how expert hands and powerful machines work together to preserve every ounce of that effort, and how factories transform raw honey into the clean, golden product you find on your shelf. It's not just a sweetener, it's a story a process rooted in tradition, elevated by innovation, and driven by respect for one of nature's oldest gifts. And yet, despite all the machinery and control, the real magic still comes from the bees. Tiny creatures producing something so complex, so beneficial, and so universally loved. So next time you drizzle honey over your breakfast or stir it into your tea, take a moment to appreciate the craftsmanship behind it. Because now you know, honey isn't made in a moment. It's made through harmony, science, and a little bit of ancient wisdom. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of honey production, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating factory stories. Thanks for watching, and stay sweet.